In this video, we're going to talk about Moderna, trading under the ticker symbol mRNA. Recently, there have been huge price movements of Moderna in the market. If you're watching this video, chances are you are worried about your existing position, or maybe wondering if it is a good moment to get in. In this video, we're going to cover what recently happened, is it going to influence its price going forward, and if you should be buying it. Before today's video begins, if you like my content, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more analysis videos. Recently, Moderna went through a major price pullback from $460 a share in September to barely above $300 in October. The main drive behind this sell-off is because of Scandinavian governments pausing the usage of Moderna. I think that there are some concerns to be had in the short term, namely when the issue may be resolved, and how much can the stock slip further down in the meantime. I think that Moderna isn't just reacting to the decisions from Scandinavia, but also taking an opportunity to pull back a bit from the major bullish trend it has been enjoying since 2020. Unlike the vast majority of other growth stocks, its risk has not been stopped earlier this year, and I think that a lot of investors have been holding to the gravy train ever since then. First of all, the stock may have been oversold, just like the market analysts have pointed out. Another thing is that issues like those can pop up anytime, and happen to many other major companies in the same sector as well. I think that this will be something that Moderna will have to resolve and be able to resolve in the short to medium term. Something to note about Moderna is that it is relevant in the long term. Moderna is on its way to become the next major player in the sector with the market valuation that comes along. This is why I think that there are still plenty of catalysts ahead and that its long-term future remains positive. Regarding where the stock is going to rebound, I think that it should begin to show signs of support within the next couple of days and weeks, and that even if it may slip further down from here, which, by the way, is normal. No one said that the bottom is here, right? We should be prepared about this. But if you have Moderna shares, my suggestion is to keep your position as long as your risk is something that you can tolerate. If you don't have Moderna shares, I think that now is a decent timing to get in, but with the anticipation that you will buy more shares later when the stock edges downward further, as this is a real possibility. So in the second scenario, I would recommend a maximum exposure of 5% in Moderna, and of course buy it in batches. Looking at the current environment, I think that we got to be careful about equity markets in general. Although for Moderna, I would say that this risk is to be mitigated by the strength of the company itself. I mean, the market has been predicted to eventually go through a major pullback well after a decade, right? And so far, we have to remember that the market isn't a mirror of how the economy is doing, because the economy remained sideways during all that time. And then 2020 saw another huge push in asset prices, and this time not just for the blue chips, but also for growth stocks. Moderna, by the way, is one of those growth stocks. There are generally speaking two explanations. The first one is that more money has been printed across the world, and because the real economy has been stagnating over the years, capital entered into the finance sector and has been propping up asset prices ever since, and also crushing the yields at the same time. That was the case for almost a decade, but now the QE has been touching its end in North America, and in Europe, I think that it won't last for that much longer either. In other words, it won't be the main factor that'll keep asset prices up or even pushing it even higher. This is mitigated by the geopolitical tension across the world. And the more tension there is, the more money that'll flow to the US stock market, because it is still perceived as the ultimate safe haven for capital around the world, especially those that are having turmoils and social unrests. What this means for the market is that The degree of uncertainty will increase over the next month and years, especially as the expectation of a recession has been building up. So, this is why I would say that it's a smart move to have a moderate position in Moderna, but to keep in mind that eventually there may be a significant pullback coming down from the pipe. So we have to adjust our exposure accordingly. This is why I recommended like 5% for Moderna. You may increase it later on when the share price decreases just along with every other company in the case of a recession. Thank you for watching. If you like my content, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel.